They still suck.
One more day.
It's such a dirty power and doesn't make it any better.
There's more people that hate the Cowboys than like the Cowboys.
I made a fucking screenshot of the post. And you have on your thing. Say otherwise. If you want one, you have one now. Because otherwise there won't be, okay? They eat the shit out of me. What? Alright, as soon as they come up here, okay? Eat it. What else is in there? Perfect. All right, thank you. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. Yeah. Did he? Hold on. All right. I'll be over for the varsity game.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lake Ice Arena for our JV games. Visiting the Beer Fighting Saints and your Boji Mammoth. There will be no halftime for this game, no interruptions. Let's get right to it.
Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome to today's broadcast of the Midwest High School Hockey League game between Boji's Mammoths and our Dubuque Saints. Hopefully we've got all of our video issues figured out from yesterday. Give it a go. It is extremely cold for those of you that are sitting in the comfort of your home listening to my voice. Looks like we'll get Brant Freihoffer in net for his first start of his high school career. That was Sukachov off the IR list. She'll start at defense. Blake Schrader, the defensive partner. Brock Smothers at wing, with Jack Huger, and Palmer pushed the slates out at center. Puck's down and we're underway. Schrader's got it in the defensive zone, gives over to Elsie. Elsie sends it up the boards to Smothers. Smothers sends it over to Palmer. Taken away temporarily there. Now Boji on the attack. Taken back by Dubuque. Sent out to neutral ice. Into the attacking zone goes Smothers. Knocked away. Boji will go the other way. Elsie over to Jack Huger. Takes it into the zone. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Carter Wolf in net for Boji today. Palmer steps into the faceoff. Boji wins. Takes it back. Jack Huger battles for it there. Walks out in front. Shot high and wide. Wrapped around to the far side. Elsie puts it down to the corner. Smothers throws a big hit. Sent back out to the blue line. Elsie pins it against the wall. Fights off a check. Battle along at center ice. Boji will dump it in behind the net. Brant back to play it. Leaves it there for Blake. He'll work it up the far side. Takes it into the attacking zone. Drives it wide. Hits the brakes. Waits for help. Pinned to the ice. Battle for in the corner. Now Boji will fire it up the far boards. Give it a length of the ice. For a nice hit. So we got Randall Poles and I can't think who that is. Looks like Cooper Smith. It is Cooper Smith. Battle for in the corner. Boji will send it out to center ice. Owen Troush making his hockey debut this season. Sends it over to Chase Mullenkamp. Carter Mullenkamp. One of the Mullenkamps. Set behind the net. Carter Wolf back to play it. Sends it off to the corner. Cooper Smith battles for it there. Boji collects it in front of their own net. They'll cycle back behind. Worked up the near boards where Michael Poles gets a piece of it. Now back behind the net. Loose in front. Poles spin around a shot and the slot goes just wide. Right around to the far side. Troush there. Sends it towards the net. Boji to break it out. They'll get it out to center ice. Dumps it in. Saved by Freihoffer. One down, 4 years to go. Right up the near boards. Up the poles. Can't quite get it around his man. Now it's set up. Gets a touch on the other side of the red line. Back in. Wolf will play it behind the nets. Sends it around to the corner. Maddox Mitchell's there. Back behind the nets. Wyatt Powell gives chase. Now Mitchell steps in, makes him lose the puck. Back the other way comes Boji into the attacking zone. Elsie with a nice poke check. Sends it off to Waddick. Ahead to Wyatt Powell. Now it's a battle along on the near board. Boji will send it the length of the ice. For an icing. Face off to come to the right of Wolf, left of Wolf. Waddick for the face off. Boji wins. Into the ceiling. Waddick up there with Eubanks. And one defined player. I don't know the numbers yet. Waddick goes head first into the boards. Recovers though. Pops up. Boji will now break it up. Across the blue line. Up to the other zone. Elsie's got it there. Behind the net. To her partner Waddick. Waddick back over to Elsie. Now tries to break it out. Just out of the reach of Eubanks. So they go the length. No icing there. Carter Wolf to play it. Sends it behind the net. Eubanks chases there. Boji spins away. Controls it behind the goal line. They'll try and bring it up to the near side. Out in front. Waddick back to get it. Blake Schrader joins him off the bench. Played ahead to Eubanks. Boji controls. They'll get it back out to center ice. Into the attacking zone. Poked away by Smothers. Smothers streaks down the far side. Shot. Goal! Nice shot by Brock Smothers. Gets the Saints on the board. 1-0. Everyone goes through the line correctly. We got that going for us. We'll improve it from yesterday.
10:30 remaining period. Duke goal number 20, Brock Smothers, unassisted. 20 unassisted.
So we'll get Palmer, Fugger, and Smothers back out. Smothers takes it off the face-off. Into the attacking zone. Drives wide. Centering pass. Knocked away by Boji. Back to the point. We'll go D to D over to Blake Schrader. Pulls it out of the zone. They'll back it up. Now back up to the middle of the Smothers. Into the attacking zone he goes. Drives all the way down to the corner. Tries to center it. It's picked up there. Knocked out of the zone by Boji. Schrader's got it back into his own blue line. Cross-ice pass over to Palmer. He hits Smothers in the middle again. Smothers will dump it in. Saved by Wolf. He'll hold on for a whistle. We do have the chat feature open up on the YouTube channel. I see we've got 24 people watching, so if you'd like to tell us where you're watching from, we'll give you a shout out for your play. Randall wins the face-off, comes back to Mullenkamp. His shot's blocked. Wrapped around behind the net by Boji. He'll send it off to the near boards. Boji now up through center ice. Gets around one. Saved by Freihoffer. Nice reach and save. And it's Randall the other way now. Full head of steam across the blue line. Takes it all the way down to the goal line. He's knocked off the puck there. Driven into the end boards. Boji picks it up. They've got it up behind the goal line. Played up the far side. Now they managed to clear the zone. Back to Troush. Troush plays the head just out of the reach of poles. Around the backboards they go. Poles battles as Boji takes it up the far side. just outside the zone. It'll be Mullenkamp back to get it. Goes behind his own net. Slips away from one. Plays it up the near boards to Poles, who knocks it off the boards. Randall now sends it across the ice. Boji comes back on the counterattack. Gets through Mullenkamp's skates. Back behind the net he goes. Slips away from one. Owen Troush, who looks like he's about twice the size of Mullenkamp, helps him out. Randall now across the blue line. Maddox Mitchell all the way down to the end boards. Walks away from the goal line. Shot taken away there. Boji will come the other way. Chipped ahead. That's Wyatt Powell. Boji comes the other way. Shot. Saved by Freihoffer. Knocked to the corner. And it's Powell. Across his own blue line. Out to center ice. Into the attacking zone. Just a half step outside with Maddox Mitchell. Puck's down. Mitchell plays it back to Waddick. Waddick over to Elsey. Elsey sends it in the zone. London Powell will try and chase it down. Powell takes it away behind the net. Walks to the corner. Feeds it back to Waddick. Waddick from the blue line. Shot. Saved by Wolf. Held on. Powell with the faceoff now. Giving back to Waddick at the blue line. Sends it towards the net. Hits the defenseman in front. Powell chases it down on the far boards. Centering pass. Max Mitchell can't quite tuck it in. He'll circle behind the net. Now it's Powell. Shot. Saved by Wolf. Fed around to the near side. Boji will chip it out to neutral ice. Boji controls now their own defensive zone. Out to center ice. They'll come. Loses an edge. Slippery out there. Taken away in the slot. Getting hit by Elsey. Puts a man to the guys. It's battle along the near boards. Maddox Mitchell. 3 strides and he's out of the zone. Sent out the far side to Lund. Now it's Waddick. Circles back behind his own net. He's got his brother on the wing. Sends it ahead, chips it out of the zone. Cross ice pass over to Orr. Now it's played ahead to Eubanks. Going back out to center ice. Taken into the zone by Eubanks. Sent back behind the net. Battle for in the near corner. Sent back to Blake Schrader at the blue line. Shot blocked by the defenseman. Cleared out to the far side. That'll go the length of the ice. No icing. Picked up there behind his own net. Fed out to the far side. Down into the zone it goes. Clearing attempt was knocked down by Boji. They'll center the puck. Held in at the blue line. Shot. Saved by Freihoffer. We'll hold on for a whistle. 5:29 left in the first period. See, I didn't update my scoreboard with the Rock Smothers goal. Not letting me update it. There we go. 1-6. Smothers not on the far side, loses an edge, falls down, gets up, shoots, goes wide. Mullenkamp, 6 feet wide of the net. Now Smothers, saved by Wolf, we'll get a whistle. That clock is not right on the feed, and I can't fix it. Don't complain about it. Boji with the win. They'll take it back behind the net. Send out to center ice. Molenkamp's got it there. Plays it off to Smothers. Smothers walks in front of his own net. Not the smartest place to play, but gets away with it. Now he'll circle back behind the net. Drops off of Trout, just out of his reach. Smothers now, top of the circle. Takes it outside the zone, plays it up to the near boards. Molenkamp back behind the net to Trout. Gets away from Trout, but he chases it down the far boards, sends it up to the blue line. Shot blocked by Molenkamp. Play ahead to Fugger. Fugger off the boards, up ahead to Palmer. Battle four in the corner. It's Palmer and the Boji defenseman. Loose out in front. Cleared away by Boji. LC holds it in at the blue line. Now out to the far side it goes. Randall with a nice back check steals the puck. Jack Fugger's got it up the far side. Works at the center ice. Cuts across the middle. It's poked away. Boji fires it into Cooper Smith. Dumps it into the zone. Freihofer back to play it. Jumps over his stick. Blocked down the corner. Plays it ahead. That's Michael Poles. He races through center ice. It's driven wide, hard into the boards. Picked up behind the net. Try a centering pass. Stolen by Boji. LC at the blue line. She'll hold it in. Dump it down to the corner. Cooper Smith has it there. Works around the back of the net. Loose puck. Shot high and wide. Cooper Smith. Big hit into the boards. Dumped in by Boji. It'll go behind the net of Freihofer. LC back to get it. Plays it off to Waddick. Waddick's got Poles up in front of him. Drops it off to Randall instead. Randall now across the blue line. Dumps it in. Goes for a change. Boji back to collect it. Poke check by Maddox Mitchell. Sent through the crease. Wyatt Powell on the far side gets it back to the defense. Over to Blake Schrader. Shot towards the net. Goal! Maddox Mitchell. Nice little backhander caught sleeping in the slot. And it's 2-0 in favor of the Saints. Two minutes left here in the second period.
2:20 remaining in the period. Debut goal number 40, Maddox Mitchell, assisted by number 29, Wyatt Powell, and 23, Landon Lund.
Touchdown. Lund gives it back to the D. They'll go do the D. Blake Schrader on the far side. He's tripped up. We're not calling anything today. Lund now into the attacking zone. Plays it over to Mitchell. Mitchell works through center ice. Dumps it into the zone. We got an offside call. Blake Schrader back at the red line. Works it up the far side. Cuts across. Tries to get through the middle. Runs into some resistance. Dump down to the corner. That's battle four on the far side. Schrader's got it. Works back to the middle. It's popped up to center ice. Owen Troush has got it there. Owen plays it over. Dumped in by Orr. Now sent the length of the ice. And it's we're up to 26 viewers. Welcome to the show. Got Waddick, Orr, and Eubanks out there. Molenkamp and Troush back on defense. Puck's down. Boji controls behind their own net. Worked around to the near corner. Right up to the blue line where Molenkamp's got it. Plays off to Owen Troush. One kick again, forces into the zone. No ice. Back behind the net it comes. Boji will try and break it out the near side. Covered by Carter Wolf. Wadakin for the face-off. Puck's down. Played back behind the net. Up the far side. Josh can't quite hold it in. It'll go the length. Camp back to get it. Collects it behind his own net. He'll pause there for a second. Long cross-ice pass just out of the reach of 32. I believe that's Brady Hubanks. Post auction asking for some clarification as to how there were no penalties in the first period. Trevor Green has jumped off the bench. He's going to offer some assistance. So it looks like Dubuque may have been assessed a penalty there at the end of the period. I see someone in the box. Could just be a player visiting or not. We're underway here. Start of the second period. Puck's down. Boji controls at center ice. They're taking to the attacking zone. Back out to center ice it comes. Smothers with a full head of steam. Takes it into the attacking zone. Centering pass goes unconnected. Outside of Randall. Back to Mullenkamp. Sent towards the net. Loose puck. Ping ponged around. Oh, it squirts out to center ice. Mullenkamp's the only one back there. Plays it off to Fugger. Fugger works it to the far side. Sent into the zone. Works out to the far side. Boji sends a cross ice pass. Owen Trout clears it. Sends it back to the defensive zone for Boji. Oh, it's Cooper Smith makes a nice steal in the corner. Shot! And straight off the goaltender. Back to defense. Blake Schroeder's shot is 3 feet wide. Picked up by Waddick and sent back in. Boji will walk around him. And there comes a penalty. Elsa Sukachov did acquire a 10-minute misconduct at 12:40 of the first period. I'm not exactly sure what was said or done. Waddick will pick up a penalty here.
Number 30, Alejandro Waddick. 2 minutes for hooking. 2 minutes hooking. That brings on a Boji Mammoth power play.
Boji on the power play. They get it back to the point. Sent towards the net, just wide of the net. Kicks up to the far side. Dubuque clear the length of the ice. Back to Wolf. Wolf stops it behind the net. Considers racing down the ice. Thinks of it a little bit. Drops off to his defenseman. Laid up the near side. Just out of the reach. Boji forward. Now it's back. They force it towards the slot. Knocked back out to center ice. Boji starts out from behind their own net. Stolen by Lund. Oh, he's stripped. Johnston was looking for a penalty shot there, somewhat mockingly, but I think somewhat honestly.
12:56 remaining period. Boji penalty number 21.
So that does it for the Boji power play. We'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 13. Duke needs to figure out which 4 they're going to send out. It'll be Michael Poles, Tyler Randall, Cooper Smith, Blake Schrader. Puck's down. Boji works it up to center ice. They'll go 2-on-2. Smith cuts off his angle, pokes the puck to the corner. It's played around the back of the net. Worked out to Poles. Taken back by Boji. Alone in the slot. Not alone in the slot. There's 5 little guys there. What the hell are you talking about? Cooper Smith sends it up to Michael Poles. Michael Poles, high slot. Nice pass over to Tyler Randall. Couldn't quite get there. Wrapped around behind the net. Poles has got it there. Lays it ahead to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith, top of the circles. Back to Poles. Poles shot, blocked and kicked to the corner by Carter Wolf. Now Poles again. Drops off to Cooper Smith. Centering pass. Didn't see it coming. Blake Schrader in the corner. Take a nice run at him for no reason. Randall with the shot. Pass to Poles in the slot. Now it's Randall on the far boards. Boji will play it up to center ice. Dubuque on a 45-second power play. Blake Schrader behind his own net. He'll wind it up. Brings it up the far side. Held into the Dubuque zone. Kicked off. Shot. Saved by Wolf. Puck just off to the left of the Boji goaltender. Puck's down. All right, Paul battles for it there. Takes it behind the net. Works it around in the near side. Drops off the Mullenkamp. Mullenkamp feeds it back down. Shot blocked in front. One drops it down. There's a Huger behind the net. Gets off to Smothers. Smothers shot. Saved by Wolf. Scores from around the league this morning. It's Kansas City over the Mason City Mohawks, 6-0. And it looks like the Junior Stars of Lincoln were victorious over the Cyclones, 7-3 in Lincoln. Puck to the right now, Wolf. Puck's down. Sent over with a little too much pepper on it to Mullenkamp. He spins and he'll go back up the far board. Takes it into the zone. All the way down to the corner. He's got Orr in front. Puck popped up. Now it's controlled back in the corner by Dubuque. Shot deflected back into the corner. Scramble behind the nets. Knocked out to the near corner now. It's Waddick. Waddick gets it over. Mullenkamp can't quite hold it in at the blue line. We retreat back to center ice. Played ahead, just out of the reach of Orr. Goes the length of the ice. Carter Wolf plays it behind the net. Boji's got it on the far side. They'll work it back behind their own net. Dubuque with all the pressure in the world. Orr rubs him off the puck there. Send out to center ice. McDermott back in his own defensive zone. Cycles back behind the net. Plays it up the far side. Waddick races in. Puck played back out. He's batted for in the neutral zone. Centering puck. Boji with a little opportunity here. Centers it. Taken away by Randall. He'll send it up to Poles. Now it's battle for in the corner. Randall walks out there, sends it back to Owen Troush. Troush shot deflected back into the corner. Centering pass doesn't get through. Boji controls. They'll circle it back behind their own net. Try to work it up the near side, and they do. Out to center ice. Blake Schrader runs him into the boards. Michael Poles now. Feathers the pass up the middle. Shot. Knocked down in front. Poles there. Can't quite hold on to it. Runs into a little resistance. Blake Schrader back behind the net. He'll regroup, reset up. Plays it off to Owen Troush. Owen Troush hard up the boards. Nice effort there by Cooper Smith to forward the puck. Now Boji controls. They'll go the other way. Owen Troush completely forgets about playing the puck and plays the man. Poles works up the middle. Drop pass to Boji. Troush now in his own defensive zone. Plays it up. Sent to Matt Mitchell just off his foot. Or off sides. Duke vacates the zone. Boji will work it back up to center ice. Played back. That's Waddick. Waddick will retreat behind his own net. Drops off, I believe that's Wyatt Powell. He works it up the middle, gets it off to Mitchell. Mitchell has the puck taken off his stick. Works it forward, that's Lund. And it's held on by Wolf. 7:26 left in the second period. Saints leading 2-0. Powell in for the faceoff to the. They're lining up to the left. The ref standing to the right. Probably going to need to go where he is. Powell in for the faceoff now. Mitchell behind him. Boji wins it. They'll work it out to center ice. A stick lift by Powell. They'll work it down the boards. Lund works it all the way down to the corner. Back behind the net it goes. Worked out to the far side. Powell battles for it there. Gets through feet. Molenkamp, big shot. Plugged down by Wolf. Powell sends it back to Waddick at the tops of the circles. His shot's blocked. Goes back to Powell in the corner. Bouncing puck out to the slot. And held on by Wolf. Brock Smothers in for the faceoff. Boji controls. Out to center ice. Little spinorama there. Nothing to it. Back behind the net. Loose puck goes through the slot. Unconnected. Smothers now at the head of steam. Works it down the far side. Bad angle shot through the crease. Drop down below the goal line. Nice fake pass. Smothers down the net. Cooper Smith plays it back behind the net to the far corner. All the way out to center ice. Boji's got there. They'll pause just in front. Weak shot towards the net. Grant Freihoffer sends it to the corner. Back to the corner it goes. Boji's playing a physical game here. They'll walk it out of the corner. Poked away by Freihoffer. Now the Saints have it. They'll pick up a little speed, take it the other way. Jack Huger's shot. Just wide of the net, ticks off to Smothers. Smothers down to the corner, passes all the way back. Can't quite connect with Troush at the red line. Molenkamp all the way back to the corner, picks it up behind the net. He'll work it out the near side, plays it ahead. Sends across to Waddick. Knocked back to Troush. Maxor over on the near side, sends it into the zone on Wolf. Wolf covers. For the whistle. So we'll get Max Orr, Waddick, and I can't tell. That's Brady Hubanks. Owen Troush sends it back behind the net, jumps over the stick. Molenkamp on the far side. Sends it back to Molenkamp. Boji will clear. Puck on the edge. Won't quite make it for icing. Dubuque gets it ahead to Maxor. He'll carry it out to the neutral zone. Boji steals and they'll counter into the attacking zone. Owen Troush with a nice clean hit. Troush now behind the net. Works it out to the near side. They'll get it back to Troush. Now back to Molenkamp in the corner. Knocked up to the net for a whistle. Tyler Randall in for the face-off. Won by Dubuque. Shot saved by Freihaufer. Shot blocked in front. Wyatt tries to clear it. Knocks straight up in the air. Oh, it's out to center ice. 2-on-1 the other way. Schrader and Poles. Boji with a nice back-checking opportunity. Gets into it. Now it's Boji on the near boards. I'll work it up to center ice. Very nice. Michael Poles, Sukucha, Waddick, Schrader, and Tyler Randall out for the face-off. Back to Sukucha. Blake Schrader walks it in. Puck's loose on the slot. Carter Wolf finally gets a glove over top of it. Randall in for the face-off, gets it back to Blake Schrader, who didn't get a quality shot off. Back behind the net it goes, tries to wrap around, doesn't quite work. Randall now to the corner. Skates away from the check. Centering pass, doesn't quite make it through. Boji will go the other way. Nice shot, saved by Freihaufer. Boji now, high slot shot, saved by Freihaufer. He'll cover for a whistle. Wyatt Powell steps in for the faceoff. Boji controls, back to their D. Shot popped up in the net. Loose puck, off the crossbar, behind the net, or behind the goalie. Dubuque controls, they'll play it up to the near boards. Powell now knocks it out to center ice. Controlled by Boji at center ice. They'll dump it into the zone. Back behind the goal line. Boji now, centering pass. High shot, spot shot, just wide of the net. Max Mitchell on the far side, chips it out to center ice. Powell and Mitchell, offsides. So with 1:54 left in the second period, scores 2-0 in favor of the Saints. Shots on goal are 17-9. Duke controls the face-off. Box Smothers works it to the near boards. Tips it up into the stands. Puck's down. Cougars got it at the red line. Molenkamp plays it back to Troush. Troush works it up. Now, Boji will carry it into the zone, right along the near boards. Knock loose. Dubuque will counter it up through center ice. Into the attacking zone it goes. Jack Huger. High slap shot. Blocked by the goaltender. Back to the point. Molenkamp sends it towards the net. Jack Huger wide open in the slot, but couldn't quite get it to him. Now it's Molenkamp again. In the near boards. Smothers in the corner, sends it up to the far side. Hops straight up in the air. Knocked back deep into the zone by Dubuque. Brock Smothers with his second goal of the game.
Seconds remaining in the period. Dubuque goal number 20, Brock Smothers, assisted by number 8, Carter Meehan. 20.
So Smothers from Molenkamp. And we're up to 3-0. Sent deep into the zone. Boji will play it around the back of the net. Covered on the far side. Water battles for it there. Now it's Eubanks on the boards. Tries to play it back. Cooper Smith wasn't quite on the blue line, so it comes back to neutral ice. Send ahead to Orr. Orr sends it into the zone. High off the glass. Back to Elsa Sukachaw. Off to Cooper Smith. Smith plays it ahead. There Eubanks gets run into. It's Waddick down the side. He's got Orr in the middle. Midway's pass is hard to corral, so we'll go the other way. 6 seconds left. Cooper Smith pauses there. And that'll do it on the second period. So after 2, score is Dubuque 3, Boji 0. Shots are 19-9. Take a break, clear the ice. See you back here in about 15 minutes. Back underway here for the third period, and Boji wins the face-off. Promptly takes it back behind the Duke net. Sent back on the end boards. Cooper Smith picks it up there, wraps it on the far side. Brock Smothers takes it off. Shot. Saved by Freihopper. Covered there. Jack Huger now. Plays it up. Long cross ice pass. Hits a Boji player. No ice. Back behind the net it goes. Boji will ring it around the near side. Centering pass over to Smothers. Can't quite get enough of it. Works around. Shot. Goal! Brock Smothers with a hat trick to open up the season. So it's 4-0 here in Boji.
Remaining in the game. Duke goal number 20, Brock Smothers. That is a hat trick.
Nice job, Brock. Late change here. We'll get Tyler Randall out with Michael Poles. Blake Schrader making an appearance at forward. Cooper Smith is retreated to defense. I'll be back there with Elsie Sukuchaw. Sent behind the Boji net. Carter Wolf plays it out to the corner. Sent back the other way. Boji will work it out the far side. Schrader plays it back to Sukuchaw. Plays it over to Smith. Taken away by Boji. 2-on-1 the other way. Out to Sukuchaw. Driven into the boards. Tyler Randall now. He'll work it up the near side. Michael Poles takes it out to the middle. Cuts back towards the boards. Advances through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Shot. Saved by Carter Wolf. Randall in for the faceoff. Wins back to Owen Troush. Troush sends it towards the net. Just wide. Boji rings it around to the near side. Blake Schrader battles for it there. Sends it back below the goal line. Now back up the near boards. It's played back behind the net. Michael Poles will battle for it there. They play around him. Off to the far side. Randall knocks it back behind the goal line. Boji cycling it behind the net. Now they'll advance it up, out to the neutral zone. Shot. Saved by Wolf. Puck's down, Max Mitchell has it. Drops off for Cooper Smith. Sent in. Wyatt Powell can't quite get a shot off. McDermott sends it to the corner. Max Orr, no, that's Lund. Lund behind the net. Still learning names, and you can only see short names from this distance. Back into the zone. Boji will send it back up to center ice. Cooper Smith has it there. Back to his defensive zone. Tosses one over to Max Mitchell. He's knocked off the puck. Boji looks into the slot. Now sent back up to neutral ice. Just held in. Wyatt Powell advances it down the ice. Across the blue line. Shot blocked by the Boji defenseman. Glove down by Mitchell. Tries to send it towards the net. Can't quite get there. All the way down to the corner it goes. Up to the middle, Boji comes. Driven to the far corner. Cooper Smith is there. Forces him to pass it down the net. Smith knocks it up the near boards. Sent the length of the ice for an icing. Puck's down. Oh no. I lost my scoreboard. See if I can get it back. Oh, I might have it back. I have it back. Back to the Dubuque end. Behind the net, Water forces it to the corner. Now he'll advance it across the blue line. Other Water picks it up. Shot saved by Carter Wolf. So 11 minutes left in the third period here in Boji. Story of the day has been Brock Smothers with 3 goals. Maddox Mitchell has added the 4th. And the Saints are at a comfortable 4-0 lead. Shots on goal are in favor of the Saints, 25-9. We'll get Smothers out there again for the face-off. Boji controls. Back down to net. Owen Trout and Warren lands. Loose puck in front. Bouncing puck. Fired just wide. Knocked out the boards. Boji will play it around to the far side. Smothers is there. Can't quite pull it off the boards. Now he's got it. Sent up into the air. Weak player in the corner. Sent back up to the front. Loose puck again. Still battle for. Big hit. Owen Trout at the blue line. Sent down low. High shot over the glass into the other corner. Now it comes back to the near side. Huger takes it over to Troush. Tipped ahead by Molenkamp. Smothers dives for it behind the net. So out in front, loose puck. It's still loose. And Wolf holds on Ferguson. Michael Pohl's out for the face-off. He's got Blake Schrader and Tyler Randall with him. Randall steps in for the drop. Back to Pohl's. Out in front, loose puck. Boji a little bit of breakaway. Gets 2 Saints running him down like they've got a spare McMuffin. Now it's Schrader the other way. Schrader and Randall 2-on-1. Oh, Schrader with a nice pass over to Randall just out of his reach. Boji will go the other way. A little back and forth action going on here. Boji now out to center ice. Sent to the corner. Smith manages to get it away from the Boji player. Now knocked behind the net. Laid up the near side. Tyler Randall forces it up to center ice. Michael Pohl's on the far side. Back up to Randall. He's got Schrader with him. Boji steals it. We'll drive it the other way. Back out to the neutral zone. Randall dumps it into the zone. Schrader checks up. Goes to pressure Carter Wolf. Stands behind the net. Plays it out to the far side. Just out of the reach of Wyatt Pleasner. Not Pleasner. Wyatt Powell. Played over to Waddick. Waddick back to Elsie. Into the corner it goes. He's stuck in the slot. Nice save by Freihoffer. He driven into his own crossbar. I wasn't feeling the best about his decisions. Contemplating gymnastics or soccer. He's all right. So the face-off will come to the left of Brandt, who's still shaking the cobwebs out. Wyatt Powell into the face-off. Puck's down. Alex Mitchell steals it. And with 2 strides, he's into the attacking zone. Shot. Goal! Maddox Mitchell adds a second tally. And just like that, the Saints are up 5-0. 2 goals from Mitchell, 3 goals from Smothers. Freihoffer still holding the clean sheet down there. We'll get Powell, Lund, and Mitchell still out for this face-off. Strauss and Mullenkamp back on defense.
Dubuque goal number 40, Maddox Mitchell, unassisted. 40, unassisted.
Maddox is definitely the tallest player on the team. Smothers might be the smallest. He has sprouted up quite a bit in the 3 years he's been on the team. So, big fish, little fish goals today. Played around behind the net. Owen Strauss was there to pick it up behind the goal line. So not to the blue line. Boji will fire down the net. Tip to the wide by Brant Freihoffer. Now played back to the blue line. Up, Mitchell again. Walks around one. The puck gets away from him into the corner. Lund picks him up. Tries to wrap around. Goes it out in front. Boji knocks it off the puck there. Mitchell now in the corner. Sending pass to Wyatt Powell. Pops straight up in the air. Oh, nice feed by Lund. Couldn't quite connect. Owen Strauss with a nice diving play. Wyatt Powell, yeoman's work down in the corner. Now we're down the other way. Brant Freihoffer with a nice save, and we'll get a whistle. .7:07 left in the third period. 28-21, shots in favor of the Saints. And we're still sitting at 5-0. Puck's down, controlled by Dubuque. Cooper Smith walks away from the faceoff with it through center ice, dumps it into the zone. Max Orr will try and dig it out of the corner. Centering puck there. Boji plays it up into the stands. Garvin with a nice catch. Waddikin for the faceoff. He's got Eubanks and Orr with him. McDermott and Smith back on defense. Puck's down. Sentiment down. Eubanks now. Shot towards the net. It's blocked. Boji will send it for length of the ice. Or icing. Waddikin for the face-off. Got Eubanks behind him. Puck's down. Eubanks has got it. Taken away from him. Out to center ice it comes. Mullenkamp. Oh, that's not Mullenkamp, that's Smith. Smith now works it behind the end boards. Laid up to Orr. Orr kicks it up the boards. Sends it to Eubanks. No touch, but no ice. Boji picks it up behind their own net. They'll regroup and take it out the far side. Pass behind them. Picked up by Palmer. Knocked to the ice. Now set up again. There we go. No ice. Waddick goes to retrieve it from the far corner. Got Elsie behind the net. Plays it over to her. Back over to Waddick. Rings it hard up the boards to Smothers. Smothers sends it into the zone. Or nice. 5:24, 5:42. 1 goal away from a running clock. Feels like it's warm, bone chilling 18 degrees here in the rink in Boji. Puck's down. Smothers. Out to center ice. It's dumped back in by Boji. Waddick picks it up there. Takes it behind the net. Back to Waddick. Sends it over. Elsie battles for it on the far board. She's got it there. Plays it ahead. Up to Smothers again. Smothers chips it around one. He's got Palmer in the middle. Nice! Nice goal by Palmer. Fed by none other than the man of the day, Brock Smothers. So that gets us to 6. Runs the clock, and I can get to the warm lobby a little quicker. We'll get Tyler Randall up for the faceoff. Back to Troush. Troush sends it over to Mullenkamp. Mullenkamp plays it ahead. Randall gets it into the zone. Boji will go back to try and get it behind their own net. Wraps it off the far side. Out to center ice for some speed. And Troush swings and misses on a check. Mullenkamp plays it to the corner. Now it's behind the net. Randall's got it there. Wraps around to Schrader. He plays it out to center ice. It's Randall over to Poles. Back to Randall, but it's blocked by the defense. Loose puck picked up by Schrader. Down to the corner he goes. Centering pass. Randall gets it over to Poles. Can't quite get a shot off. Now it's Mullenkamp. Walks it down from the blue line. Centering puck. Saved by Wolf. Hard off the glass. On net for Freihofer, so no ice. Owen Troush lumbers back to get it. Long pass up the poles. Boji takes it away at center ice. They'll send it back in. Mullenkamp plays over to Troush. Troush through center ice. The pass is blocked. Boji's got it at their own blue line. Michael Poles comes in, picks it up, takes it towards the net. Battle back behind the net. Dropped off for Poles. Powell's got it there. Back over to Poles. Hits the brakes behind the net. Tries to get it out to Powell. Loose puck. McDermott sends it down. Is that Randall? Poles. Poles shot. Saved by the Boji goaltender. Powell can't quite slam home the rebound. Now it's Schrader out in front. Can't tuck it in. To the far corner, gets his own rebound. Boji's got it. They'll play it out to center ice. Dumped on net. Kick to the side. And we'll take an icing. 2:45. 2:45 left in the. There we go. In the third period. 6-0 Saints score. We get Maddox Mitchell off there, looking for that elusive third goal. Waddick and Elsie back on defense. Looks like Wyatt Powell at center. Lund on the far side. He'll try and chase the puck out of the zone. Knocked back in by Boji. Elsie's got it there. Played back. Waddick sits up the boards to Mitchell. He's got it now on the near side. Sends it to the far side to Powell. Powell chases it down. Boji will try and play it back out. Elsie knocks it back along the goal line. Max now in the corner. Takes it away from one. Walks out of the corner with it. Nice centering pass. Powell with a nice shot. Wolf with a nice save. Waddick in with the face-off now. Boji wins. He'll take it out to center ice. 3-on-2 the other way. Elsie drives him wide. Nice save by Freihofer. Loose puck in the slot. Cleared away. Jump back in. Loose puck. Saved by Freihofer. Boji pouring it in here with a minute left. Clearing puck. It'll go the length. Wolf stops it just short of icing. Sends it through center ice. Waddick plays it back. Eubanks plays it ahead. Now it's Wolf again. Long cross ice pass. Palmer can't quite get it. Boji will take it into the zone. 30 seconds left. Molenkamp has it now in his own defensive zone. Long pass. Smothers has it at center ice, dumps it in. Boji's got it in the defensive zone. Fans on a pass. Jack Fugler shot. Off the stick of Carter Wolf into the netting with 10 seconds left. That should probably do it. On the backs of 3 goals by Smothers, 2 by Maddox Mitchell, and third one escapes me. The Saints win 6-0. Shots on goal finished at 32-17 in favor of the Saints. We'll be back here for the varsity game in 15-20 minutes. This is Madison's dad saying that if you can find a rink, you can find a friend.